Uh-oh. Oh no. Uh-oh. Yo, Keithstown. Good afternoon. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me all right? High atop the Hilton, Nashville. Here we are broadcasting episode 383. And surprise, we're so thankful to be here. What's up, Matthew? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Trucker Norm, how's it going? We've got a wonderful view for you today. Excellent. Glad to hear, Keith, that you can hear me okay. I just wish I had a bigger zoom. So, again, a cloudy day here, but a beautiful, beautiful view here from the sky deck. I want to say a big thank you to Kate with Hilton. She helped me out and was able to inform me. I am bundled up, folks. I am absolutely bundled up as we look at runway 2 center, 20 center arriving. They're doing a lot of work here. It is a dang good view. I just wish I had better zoom on my camcorder. So, Mike, what's going on? Michael V. Andre, how's it going? Mike Perdomo, welcome in. That looks like, is that Alaska or United? Hey, Lynn, I made it safe and sound. Again, this is a first time broadcast from up here in Nashville. This is also the first time I've live streamed from Nashville. I'm sure once everybody else sees my view, they'll be like, oh, I want to do that too. So it is great to be here. That is actually a Velo. I do not have my soundboard today, just for battery conservation purposes since it's cold today. I'm saving the extra battery that usually powers my soundboard. So I have my manual audio soundboard today. So no sounders, but we're giving you a great view from atop the Hilton, Nashville. Noble Fritz, what's up? We are here in Nashville. Pray, everybody, that the technology will work okay and that my hotspot will still stay hot. James, what's going on? Welcome into Nashville. Here, I'll give you a view of the new satellite concourse right there. Nashville going through a multi-billion-dollar renovation and expansion. That new concourse there is one of the satellite additions. So we got so much to show you here high atop at the Hilton Nashville. And it's great to be with you. Michael Walker, what's going on? Both of you, Colin and Michael Walker. Look at you guys. That's awesome. I'm so pleased to see y'all. Nice to see you guys. Kevin Kelly. Yeah, I'm going to try and stay up for tonight. I have to drive back to Nashville. And there's a Velo blocking in to the new satellite concourse. I guess this is where all the Oh, I have a whale alert. I hear a whale, a Wookiee alert. There is JetBlue, the Wookiee. It is a little windy up here. What's up, Rainy Cajun? Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. knock on wood, we have a good connection, and the weather will stay rain free. So there's the Whale. They're going out to take off on a runway 2 right, 20, or well, 2 right for all intensive purposes. So 2 runways here at Nashville are closed right now as they're doing work. So 2 runways are open. So I am bundled up. My hands are bundled up. So any assistance provided on the air traffic that's coming in is greatly appreciated. Yeah, we hope Michael Walker is feeling better, Lynn. Allegiant inbound. And there's Allegiant and a Velo. It definitely is cold. It definitely is cold, Rainy Cajun. It looks cold. It is cold. It's in the upper 30s. I'm doing my best to stay warmed up. I should have brought an extra pair of socks, though. That's the only thing that I'm having a little trouble with. Hard landing there, looks like by American Airlines on runway 2 center. A fraction better than yesterday. Well, at least it's not worse, Michael Walker. Again, if you're just joining us, welcome into another exclusive high atop Nashville International Airport. Here, thanks to the Hilton Nashville for the accommodations. So that is American A321. While we have a moment, we'll go over here. Here's United and Delta. Nashville, of course, used to be an American hub before it was shut down, just like Memphis used to be a Northwestern and Delta hub. That's good, Colin. Storm Chaser Mark, what's going on? Hello, hello. Welcome into Nashville. We're high atop the terminal here at the Hilton, the Nashville Hilton. Welcome in. And if you look in the distance, there's downtown Nashville. Man, how Nashville has grown over the years. It's a happening place. Traffic was okay. There was an accident, so I was a little delayed, but got here safe and sound. Yeah, this is a great view. Thanks, everybody, for contributing and your generosity making this nice view possible. I hope nothing gets frozen. I have gloves on, I have my trapper hat on, I have a scarf or a neck bib on as well, and my jacket. I have a second layer on, so yeah, we are prepared as best we can be. I did forget a pair of socks, but there is another Allegiant inbound. Air Canada over there. Again, this is a modified setup. I don't have my soundboard today. We're trying to conserve batteries for tonight and tomorrow. But I did want to see if I could make this happen. And again, a big thank you to Kate with the Hilton. There's a Southwest Max 8. So yeah, I will definitely need your help today monitoring all the arrivals. Brian S., what's up? Brian says it's 70 in Phoenix. That sounds pretty good. That's pretty good. Not much hotter than that, though. So we got Southwest over here, blocking in to gate Charlie 20. Current temperature, I believe, is 38 degrees, 39 degrees. Meanwhile, American is getting ready to block in here. Remember, this used to be an American hub. 25 minutes. Then I know, Michael Walker. It is great to be with you, though. There's our Southwest on short final. Little bouncy bounce. Boy, once they get runway 2 left, 20 right finish, this will be a rockin' place. That is for sure. Will, oh my gosh, Will is here. Long time Will. First time viewer. What's up, Will? This is my first time being at Nashville in 6 years. So with all the changes and the concourse changes, I'm still learning everything. What's up, Randy? How's it going? Southwest Max 8 taxiing in. This is such a great view. I mean, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. I just wish it was warmer so I could be more proactive and look stuff up. Old Popcorn, what's up? How come you get a better view than those of us who live somewhat near to the airport? What can I say? I just, give them the look and they melt. Now, I want to thank the Hilton for helping me with the accommodations. Of course, I paid to be here. Great to be here. And, of course, we're going to try tonight, once we drive back to Memphis tonight, we're going to try and do a late-night Memphis stream if the winds are favorable. So we got a full day for you on one channel. I like you, Michael Walker. That's good that you've decided to show up after 3 months of being missing. Actually, you know what? You've been gone so long that we might need a new moderator. You and Colin have been cheating with me with Mark, so ha! You guys are quick to razz me, but then you went missing on another channel. Ta-ta. Two can play this game, sir. Michael Walker loves to poke me. We're zoomed in on runway 20 center. 20 center. Oh, is that what it is, Colin? Michael Walker's always at your house? And I apologize for any buffering. We're doing our best here. We are indeed doing our best. Allegiant. Oh, is this a Max 8? This is a first ever Allegiant Max 8 on the channel? How about that? That's a first timer. Maybe Randy. Thank you all for joining me here in Nashville. I decided this morning, since there wasn't going to be a whole bunch of afternoon action at Memphis, I decided to make the 3-hour drive over, and I'm glad that I did. This is a great location. This is a great location. If you're just new to the channel, thank you for tuning in, liking, and subscribing. Colin, Michael Walker's gone silent now. Michael V. Andre, thank you for that $2 super chat. It is. Yeah, this is a great view. You stay at the Hilton here and or get a day room, and you can come up here, check this out. It's a great view, great location. So absolutely, Michael. Air Canada hanging out there. Southwest taxiing in to their gates. Concourse 8, Benjamin says, sticks out like a sore thumb. Yeah, I would say that's an accurate statement. With my timekeeping, you can't keep up anyways. I see, Michael Walker. I see. Well, I'm glad to see you're doing okay. Heal quickly. We miss you. This is an interesting layout, airport layout. Oh, I see, Colin. That you were two British gentlemen. Hey, look, and we got the ramp control right there. Look at that. Awesome, the old ramp control. Old popcorn, we might have to. This was fun coming here, except for the accident. It was about 3. Yes, indeed. This is great. This is my first Allegiant 737 MAX. This is a new aircraft added to Allegiant's fleet. Of course, they were all once a Airbus. Well, mostly Airbus, but now they've expanded to the MAX. So this is cool. Right on, Rainy Cajun. Thanks for your alerts. Yeah, my hands have gloves, so it's tough to use the cell phone. So thanks for everybody. Someday, Michael Walker, someday we'll get a decent zoom and a giant lens. Joe Leary, what's up? Yep, you Benjamin, you're right. They originally they were MD-80s and then a mix of MD and Boeing and then Airbus, and now they're going back to Boeing. So they're a little bit of a hodgepodge put together. That is correct. Tim Arnold, what's up, dude? Thanks so much for that $2 super chat. Tim, this Allegiant Max 8 is for you, my friend. First Allegiant Max 8 we've seen on any of the shows. This is pretty cool. I can finally cross this off the bingo list. Nashville, one of the faster growing airports in America. Robert Brunn, hello. Welcome into Nashville. It's nice that we have this little surprise. Wait, I want to get the tower. Shout out to the good people at ATC. Again, we're hoping this will be the first of 2 shows. We're going to be here for a few hours, and then we're going to drive back to Memphis. And hopefully, if I get enough energy and food in me, we'll do a live stream from Memphis for a few hours. And then that should help prepare us for tomorrow night. I think we're going to go ahead with the all-nighter. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in, hitting that like button. It's great to be here. Thank you to Michael V. Andre and Tim Arnold for your contributions. That helps. It was about a 3.5-hour drive. Lots of Maxes here. I'll show you another Max. Booyakacha, what's up? I did. I flew out here for a little surprise. And we surprised with Memphis, but I figured, you know what? There's not a whole lot of action in Memphis in the afternoon today, so why not drive to Nashville? So thank you, everybody, for your contributions. Helps cover the cost of gas and whatnot. So thanks again for Kate at the Nashville Hilton for being so kind and informative. There is Iceland Air. I think they'll be taking off later this afternoon, but they're parked over there at a Ron spot. Funny guys, Michael Walker. Funny guy. So this is, again, my first ever live stream from Nashville. I did a Planespotting video here about 6 years ago, but of course a lot has changed as they've added the new satellite concourse, redone the terminal, and have this new hotel, and they're doing more work as well. Lyle, what's up? Lucky you are not at Anchorage, 17 degrees Fahrenheit with a little bit of wind. Thank you, Christopher. Appreciate your generous contribution last night. Thank you, sir. It is great to be here. Yeah, I figured, this may not work, but I figure I love going to different airports, sharing them with you, educating people, showing people, and that's kind of my thing, I guess, my shtick, my spiel. Some people have Dulles and Charlotte. Some people have LA. I just love all airports, and I just figured it's a great way to meet people from all over the country. So, you like country music, Tim? What's up, Steven? Yeah, it's pretty boss view here. All our arrivals are basically arriving on 20 center, runway 20 center right here in the distance, and all of our departures are departing on runway 20 right. Christopher Brown, thank you so much for that $5 super chat. A gentleman and a scholar, thank you for your generosity. It's great to have you again. Yes, as long as I don't start getting sick, we will be back in Memphis tonight for a few hours. We should be on the air around 10 p.m., and I'm hoping that the winds will have shifted. Jessica Stoner, what's up? How are you? So they have 2 runways closed. They have 1331 closed, and then also the furthest west runway, which is 2 left, 20 right, I believe. Another MAX landing from southwest. Then we got this nice Dassault Falcon. No, Tim, I can't see any special liveries yet. This, of course, one of Nashville, Southwest is a focus city, not a quote-unquote hub, but Southwest is the largest carrier here. This was once an American hub as well until it was shut down, kind of like with St. Louis. But that's a nice Dassault Falcon over there. Nancy L., how are you? Welcome in. Welcome to Nashville and high above Nashville. Son of Ham, how are you? Great to have you aboard again. This Southwest 737 MAX 8. Texas Girl, how are you? Welcome to Nashville. Thank you so much, Texas Girl. You inspired me to drive to Nashville, so thank you very much. Nashville, one of the faster growing airports here in America. You got Delta and United right there. Mark Bright Spark, what's up? Not in the dark this time. You were up late, Mark. You sure were. Yeah, it was about 3 hours or so, Texas Girl. A nice, efficient drive. There was a small accident, but thankfully it didn't look too serious. Our next arrival will be SkyWest 5841. I took off my gloves for a second. So an E175. I guess I could zoom out a little more, so. There we go. So welcome in, everybody. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. This is episode 383 of Pip's Planespotting Live, high atop Nashville International Airport. Hey, there's the FedEx apron over there. We'll see, hopefully, a good fair amount of FedExes tonight. Sorry. Cheetonji, what's going on? Welcome into Nashville. It's great to do this spontaneous stream. Don't worry, Michael Walker. I'll get a big lens someday. The Backyard Plane Spotting, what's up? Do you have your long johns on and your hand warmers? I actually do. I sure do. The only thing I forgot was my second layer of socks. But other than that, I am doing well. I am warmed up. This isn't our first battle with the cold. We did, we're in Anchorage at the end of October, and then also, it was kind of cool last night in the upper 40s. Scott Shaver, hello, hello. How are you, sir? Great to be with y'all. I'm just so thrilled. This is so cool. I love this. Definitely recommend. 10 out of 10. Tim, it's in the upper 30s right now. It's in the upper 30s, cloudy skies. There's part of Southwest Gate. Yeah, it's a little chilly. It kind of feels like Anchorage did in October. But I came prepared. I knew it was going to be cool. Michael V. Andre, our hope is to be back in DFW as soon as Founders Plaza is done. Texas Girl might know when that's done, but I heard February or March, so it might be February or March when Founders Plaza is done. I will keep an eye out. Backyard Plane Spotting says keep a lookout for any planes going to Oakland. We should see a few of those tonight. We saw some last night on our stream. We saw a couple of 777s going to Oakland. Texas Girl, what's the current temperature in Dallas? Upper 50s, low 60s? That's kind of the sweet spot for me as far as plane spotting temperature. I have a pair of wool socks, Robert Brunn. Robert Brunn says get some wool socks. I actually have a pair. I just didn't bring them from the hotel. So I did bring them on the trip. I'll probably put them on tonight, but I did not bring them from the hotel. Oh, nice, Texas Girl. Yeah, 53. That's good weather. Hey, and thank you, Tim Arnold. Southwest from Birmingham is next. That's what we need. Landing on runway 2 center. There it is. I know it's a bit distant. We'll eventually get a bigger lens. But this is a good camera, and I like it. So, and this is first ever broadcast. So, just grateful to be here. All the way from Burbank, California, Tim Arnold says. That would be correct, Telly. I am in the garage. I'm actually, I'm actually high atop the airport at the Airport Hilton. So that is where I'm at. They have a outdoor observation area, which is fantastic. So yeah, I'm at the very top of the Hilton, Nashville, and they have an open observation area, which I think is fantastic. So kudos to whoever designed this airport. I would like to give you 10 stars. Is that a Kodiak or a Cessna 208? Thank you, Texas Girl. I quite like it. Oh, your birthday today? Well, happy birthday, Jessica. That's a nice, sharp-looking Cessna 208. If only I could get Steven's 150-600 lens eventually. I'm going to have to probably donate a kidney, though. Again, this is my first ever visit doing a live stream in Nashville. So thank you all for joining me. This is as much fun. I hope this is as much fun for you as it is for me. We can see a really good perspective of all the aircraft movements. Oh, thank you, Rainy Cajun. Only 14 grand. Benjamin, you know, I was wondering the same thing. I thought it was a cool looking black color. I'm like, that's a rad Cessna 208 Caravan. And we get another Southwest coming in. Is that our Burbank? That's a good long flight. If it is, it's about 4 hours. There are quite a few private jets, Stephen. I'll give you a look at the general aviation apron. I'll show you. Duncan McVeigh, hello from Aberdeen. Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome aboard. I'm Pip. Episode 383. Yeah, it's changed just a little bit, Rainy Cajun, just a little bit. Oh, look at that. Our Air Canada is taxiing out to runway 2 right, CRJ 900, back to, I believe, Toronto. I don't have as quick utilization on my phone because my gloves, I got layers of gloves here. But I assume that that's going to Toronto. Airlines that fly here include American, Delta, United, WestJet, Allegiant, Avelo, Southwest, British Airways, Aer Lingus. Just a few of them. Oh, Canada is right, Tim. I did not send up my soundboard. I'm conserving the batteries for tonight for our Memphis show. So that's why. Whoops. Oh, there we go. My mic decided to go in stereo. Excellent. In and out of stereo. Hold on. What's up, man? Welcome aboard. Welcome atop the Nashville Hilton Airport. And Stephen asked for the corporate jets. Here you go. Here's the apron, the general aviation apron, Stephen. What's up, M3? Good afternoon to you. Welcome to Nashville. High atop the Nashville Airport at the Hilton. What's up, Dreambert? I have actually done a live stream, Backyard's Planespotting in 2023, actually. Oh, that is great information. Old Popcorn says, FYI, the entire center section of the airport is going to be demoed, and a new freight hub, the Civil Aviation National Guard, ETC, will all be moved out to the airport perimeter. Well, that makes sense. That's a good idea. United Express flight here. Come on. Hey, 510, Steve. See any country stars? Not yet. Michael, Michael Walker, kind enough to acknowledge my inferiority, was kind enough to give me a £5 super chat towards a new lens. Thanks so much, Michael Walker. I will use that for the new lens. Thank you, sir. Brian Lloyd, what's up, dude? How's it going? Great to see you. Welcome to the Hilton Nashville Airport. I tell you what, folks, as soon as anybody watches this who's a streamer, they're going to come here. It's going to be like one of the most popular airport spotting locations in the country. I'll tell you a nice thing about here, too, is that there are bathrooms up here, which are awesome. They have bathrooms up here. Hashtag blessed. John Driscoll, hello, my friend. What's new in the desert? Welcome to this kind of impromptu show. This that you see here, the Seagates, this is one of the new satellite concourses here for Nashville International. We've seen JetBlue, Avelo, Allegiant all park here. So that's pretty rad. There's a ramp control tower. We got a full concourse of Southwest planes here. But no special liveries, Tim Arnold. At least not yet. So again, if you're just joining us, 2 runways here at Nashville are closed. It's the furthest most runway here, I'll show you. So this runway right here, that is closed. That is 2 left, 20 right, 2 left, 20 right. That is closed right now for construction. I think it'll be open in the next 2 or 3 weeks. But of course, that runway is the best for the viewing area. But of course, it's closed, so I had to kind of improvise. So I'm improvising here at a great location. Honestly, I would come back here in a heartbeat. 510 Steve asked, do they have international flights here? And I'll tell you what, I will answer that question with Iceland Air right there. So yes, they do. They have international flights. They have Aer Lingus. They have British Airways. They have Iceland Air. I believe they also have international to Mexico via Southwest. This is my first time live streaming in Nashville, so I'm not super familiar. But yes, they most certainly do have international flights. Excellent question. Again, this is scheduled to be the first of 2 shows today and tonight. Once we're done here, we're driving back to Memphis, and we will do some late night action at the cargo hub known as Memphis International Airport. So we're looking forward to that. American Airlines. That looks like an A320. You know, they need to create like a winter glove that has your fingerprint DNA printed on it so that you can access your phone when you're cold. Alaska 737, 900 downwind. Thank you, Rainy Cajun. So we should see them in a few minutes. See how far I can zoom out without getting the balcony in the way. Oh, right there. So there's the balcony. So there's a zoom shot. Balcony's right here. That's true. 510 Steve, iPhone has face unlock. That's a good point. And all of the touchscreen that I've used have not been good. The Air Canada was going to Montreal, Tim. Oh my gosh. Boy, I look like a rube. I could I could carry around a latex finger. All good suggestions. 510 Steve points out iPhone has face unlock, which is actually great too. Q, what's going on? Welcome into Nashville, man. I was hoping you'd be able to tune into one of our shows. Hope you're doing great. Up here, high above the Hilton. It's great to see you, Q. We'll be in San Diego, Q, next week. So a programming note, will be in San Diego next week. Next Monday and Tuesday. Steven, thank you so much for that $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, and thank you to Tim Arnold for a $5 super chat as well. Thank you to Michael V. Andre as well, Michael Walker. Thank you to Christopher Brown. Scott Kuiper, I did make it. What's up, man? Welcome to a beautiful, cloudy Nashville. Honestly, this is probably one of the top. I'm gonna have to reconfigure my my list. This is definitely high up on the list of ranked live spotting locations. So thank you, everybody. I think I see our Alaska. But let me give you a shot here at United, waiting to block in at their gate. Alaska's number 4, so we got 4 in a row. Rainy Cajun this. Scott Kuiper, doing the count, this will actually be, I believe it's 50, airport number 54. I know I said I wouldn't go to another airport until we got to Honolulu, but it's expensive to fly to Honolulu, so. All right, Rainy Cajun says one Alaska, 1 American, and 2 Southwest. Tim Arnold, another $5 super chat. Look at you going. Next up, arrivals Miami on Southwest 737-700, Omaha on a MAX 8, and Phoenix from Phoenix on American, and Seattle, Alaska, 900. Thank you, Tim Arnold. Way to be. Way to be, sir. And again, if you missed out, Rainy Cajun says he's taking 100 to 1. He's giving everybody 100 to 1 odds that I can't make it through a live stream overnight. So if I bet $2, he's going to pay out $200. So, We're gonna see if we can do it. Absolutely. Thank you, Tim. Here's the next one, Omaha. If I had my soundboard, you know I'd be hitting it. But I'm trying to conserve battery for tonight. I'm betting $2, Scott, if he's paying out 100 to 1. He mocks me. He's mocking me. Again, the hope is after here, I'll probably grab some dinner and then head back to Memphis. And as long as I stay awake, we'll head over to Memphis and be there for a few hours. It'll be back, Tim. Since we were doing 2 shows today, I had to conserve some of the batteries. Whoa, Texas girl says, if you can go all night, I will donate $100 towards your new camera. Texas girl, you're so kind. You don't have to do that. I just want you to enjoy because well, thank you so much, Texas girl. That is very generous. Next up, we got an American Airlines from Phoenix and then Alaska from Seattle. But Tim says this 737-800 is from Miami and this 737 MAX 8 is from Omaha. So tonight we will not go all night, I don't think. It's going to be tomorrow night as long as I stay healthy and everything. Tomorrow night is going to be right now in my mind when we're going to go all night. So that'll be from about 10 p.m. to 4:30 a.m. That's right, man. Here's our American arrival. Now, I'm definitely going to have to come back now. Now that I've experienced this, I'm going to have to come back. I don't think marijuana is legal in Tennessee, Scott, or maybe it is. I beat you to the punch. Actual height, 10 floors. We're on the 10th story here. So I'd say about 100 feet, 90 to 100 feet or so. Where's this Southwest going? The Lonely Other Gate. So yeah, we're about 100 feet above. Or maybe it's ramp holding. Yep, we're way up there, Scott. We're kissing babies, shaking hands. Actually, I'm the only one up here. There's a restaurant here up on the 10th floor that opens at 4 p.m. I will probably eat there after the show is done, pick up something quick, and then drive back. There is 510 Steve. There is a pool. It's an outdoor pool, but it is not year-round. When I called this morning, I asked about that, and they said it's closed for the weather. So it is not year-round yet. They might make it year-round. Yeah, there's the 737-800 arriving from Phoenix, and then here's our 737-900 arriving from Seattle on Alaska Airlines. But there is a rooftop pool. It's just closed now because of the weather. So it's not like TWA. I think theirs is all year round. So FYI on that. No nonstop flights to Nashville from Tucson. But Tim, I like the idea. That's a great idea, Tim. I'm going to recommend that we investigate nonstop flights to Nashville. I think that's a great idea. Noble Fritz says in 1987 the Concorde landed in Nashville for a charter flight. I did not know that. Whoa, Drew 714, $50 super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you for your generosity and kindness. My goodness, thank you so much. That really helps a lot, especially driving here and the travel costs. And so, Drew, thank you so much for your generosity. I appreciate it. Thank you. Drew stepping up. Thank you, so many of you. Thank you, Drew. I'm telling you what, this show is this location. We definitely have to come back. I'm sure all the live streamers are going to come from all over the world here. Thank you, Steven. Thank you, Michael Walker, Tim Arnold, all of you guys, Drew, Texas Girl last night. Thank you all. I'm just having so much fun. This is just like, to me, is such a cool thing. Barry Nashville. I think you're the second person to say that, Man. Rainy Cajun was the other. This Southwest Airlines and this Avello are headed out to runway 2 right. 2 right. See, there's a giant post right here in the way, and I'm kind of far away from it, but looks like we got a United headed out. This American waiting to go into the gate from Phoenix. Here goes United. For those new viewers, welcome into episode 383 here in Nashville. Again, we have 2 runways closed here in Nashville, 13, 31, and then also runway 2 left, 20 right. A Primair, huh? A Primair, Tim says, is arriving on 2 center from Lakeland. Excellent work, Tim. Amy Milo says, Nashville has a cool view from the airport hotel. They sure do. This is exactly where we're at. Amy, that is exactly where we're at. So yeah, I'm really glad I made the drive. I wasn't sure, but I was like, why not? Primair, busy cargo. You know, Man, this is what the Hilton at Chicago O'Hare needs to do. They need to renovate the top and do something like this at the Hilton O'Hare. Yes, Scott, Nashville is a focus city for Southwest. But remember, Joe says Southwest doesn't call it a hub. .510 Steve asked, does Primair have a hub like FedEx and UPS? I think they have a couple of centralized locations. I wouldn't go so far maybe to call them hubs. Our friend Scott Kuiper in Pennsylvania is near one in Allentown. They do a lot of flights out of there. I guess I would say 510 Steve, also Cincinnati. Cincinnati has a lot of prime air. Good old Ted Benjamin, the low-cost carrier that couldn't compete with JetBlue. But yeah, if I had to say Prime Air had a hub, it would probably be Cincinnati. I think that would be a safe bet. Alliance is, Alliance is okay, Benjamin. I've seen it. Cincinnati's is way bigger, like way bigger. Here comes our next Southwest Airlines. We've done Cincinnati live streaming twice. That was a lot of fun. Oh, nice. British Airways arriving in the One World livery in about 40 minutes. Thank you, Noble Fritz. Amy Milo says Chicago O'Hare used to have an outdoor observation deck. I was last in that deck in the 80s. It's probably closed now. I think you're right, because, and you know what's cool, Amy? I can agree with that, because my dad and my mom, on their first, I don't know if it was their first date, but one of their first dates, they went to the observation deck at the tower in Chicago O'Hare back in the 60s, way back when. So yeah, there used to be one. I don't know if we're talking about the same one, but for sure, Amy, there used to be one. Next arrival will be an E-175 from LaGuardia as I take off my gloves, and then we get a private jet, the CJ2 from Brunswick. That sounds like NASCAR territory. Caleb, how's it going? Ever coming back to Salt Lake City? Yes, Caleb, I don't have an exact date in mind yet, but absolutely, if the flight and fare is good enough, then absolutely, I would love to come back to Salt Lake City, 100%. And with Frontier announcing that they'll start flying to Salt Lake beginning in late January, that should probably bring fares down a little bit for Delta and American and Southwest. But I might fly Frontier just to get up there. I actually looked at a flight, Caleb, this morning in February for the bare bones basic fare. It was $118 round trip. So that's not too bad. But again, that's basically you and a personal item. No baggage or anything like that. And that's the big thing. I would have to bring my baggage, which I guess would still be okay. So yeah, Caleb, I am monitoring flight prices. All right, if Old Popcorn is still on, or somebody that knows Nashville has been trying to get more international flights, but one of the restrictions is the fact that they don't have a long enough runway. I think 1331 is the longest at 11,000 feet. But if they said if they want to attract more international airlines across the ocean, they need to have longer runways. And right now, the other 3 runways, I believe, are all about 8,000 feet. The departures are behind me and to the left. So I would say off to my 11 o'clock. That's the departure runway. I saw that this week. Yeah, Salt Lake City flying a new Delta flying a new route to Lima from Salt Lake City, the first ever service. Pretty rad. That's great. That's great, Caleb. I saw that announcement. I can't believe they're flying the 767 even. Lima's a high altitude airport. I was thinking they'd fly like an A319 or something. So that's cool. That is very cool. Thank you, everybody, for liking and subscribing, tuning in. Welcome to episode 383. I guess 384 will be tonight. Checking out that Allegiant Airbus. I'm guessing it's going someplace warm like Florida. Just taking a wild guess. Just past our first hour of broadcasting. Welcome in, everybody. It's so great to be with you here from high atop the Hilton Nashville Airport. Tim says our next American Eagle is up from Washington, Reagan. I think I see it, Tim. Excellent. Ah, there it is. Ah, Allegiant A320 going to Provo. That A320 is going to Provo, Utah. How about that? That is definitely not warm. Utah is starting to get some snow, finally. Yes, Batman, very excited to see the first MAX 737 MAX that we've had on the broadcast. We saw it arrive earlier. The biggest plane that flies into Nashville on a regular basis, Caleb, as far as commercial, don't quote me on this. I'm going to ask some of the local help to answer, but to my knowledge, the 777-300 or the A350 from British Airways, but I don't know for sure. But British Airways brings the biggest plane. Noble Fritz says 777 from London. Nashville hot chicken. Boy, Delta's got a bit of a way to taxi out. All the way to they're parked all the way on the west side, and they got a taxi all the way to the east side. Noble Fritz says British Airways flies a 787 and a 777 to Nashville. I did hear that. Tim. Delta's going to start getting their A350-1000s. And then our friend Captain John will fly them to South Africa and beyond. Maybe they can finally get to Mali. Or, the Maldives. Maldives. Timothy Wayne Thomas, good afternoon. Welcome in. Here's our next arrival. Off in the distance. That looks like a Southwest. This is Southwestus. Yes, thank you, Benjamin, for the correction. 604 Lobos, yo, the Republic E-175 might be the one taking me from Chicago to Indianapolis tonight. What? Awesome. What's up, 604 Lobos? Good day to you. Well, welcome aboard. We might be able to catch that. Benjamin says Southwest Max 8 from Austin. Timothy Wayne Thomas says Chicago looks better today after the mess yesterday with snow. Yep. Chicago's been getting a lot of snow early this season. Thanksgiving weekend, even before December hits. Noble Fritz says we did have a 747 land here last time the Jacksonville Jaguars played here. That's right, the Titans, of course, building their new stadium here, and also the Nashville Predators, NHL team. If Hans is listening in, he'll appreciate any hockey talk. That would be super cool. Caleb says, I'm hoping that Delta will fly the A350-1000 to Seoul when they get them. That would be super rad. Tim Arnold says, next up, that landing on runway 2 center is an American A319 from Miami. All right, there it is, Tim. It sure does, 510 Steve. Yeah, I watched the video of the B1M, the engineering channel. I watched a video on it. It does look pretty awesome. They will most definitely be getting the Super Bowl in the future for sure. I wonder how upset Miami is, because they used to have the Super Bowl like every 4 years, and now all these other teams are building indoor stadiums so they can host Super Bowls too. 604 Lobo says it's cool seeing Nashville becoming more modern. I agree. Fun fact, 604 Lobos, the last time I did a plane spotting video, I've never live streamed, but I did a plane spotting video back in 2019. I hardly recognize Nashville now. Kevin Stanhope, yep, this is Pred's territory. Top 5 favorite airports to fly into. Caleb asked, what are my top 5 favorite airports to fly into? Most definitely. I like flying into Dallas because they have a lot of good restaurants. Tampa is high on the list. Tampa is high on the list. Indianapolis, I would say. Maybe Portland? No, Portland has too far of a walk from the Southwest Concourse. I like Cedar Rapids Airport a lot. It's super easy to get in and out of. Salt Lake pretty nice. As far as actual flying, that's what I would say. Salt Lake, Indianapolis, Tampa. What was the other one I said? I forgot. So this is our Miami Airbus. Oh, well, if we're talking landing and thrill, for sure we would pick Chicago Midway in Orange County, Santa Ana, for actual thrill. 510 Steve, that I would agree with that. Like actual thrill, yes. San Diego, Caleb says that's a great one too. San Diego for sure. San Diego. I like San Francisco a lot because sometimes you have a parallel arrival. So it's kind of like a race. Max 8 from Houston Hobby, Benjamin says, is landing right now. DCA, yeah. Kevin Stanhope says Ronald Reagan National is a lot of fun. So those would probably be some of the best ones that I've personally flown into that are fun, that are a thrill. Oops. Yeah, Caleb, it's a short runway, about 5,700 feet. 604 Lobo says LGA for the views, not the traffic. I still have not been to the new LaGuardia Airport, 604 Lobo, so I'm going to have to do that at some point. Key West looks fun too. Hilton Head, Benjamin says, I put Key West along the same. Boston is a good one, out over the bay. Again, this is the first of 2 shows we're planning on, unless I just am super zoned out. We'll be in Memphis tonight for some of the cargo rush. I think it's going to be mainly the arrivals that we're going to be there for, and then tomorrow we'll do like a big show, hopefully, that will get the entire action. What's up, Rob? Good morning from down under New Zealand. Welcome to Nashville, high above the airport from the Hilton Nashville Airport. What I think will happen is I'll be hopefully broadcasting at Memphis from about 10 to about 1:30. Drive back to the hotel, sleep in hopefully, kind of get adjusted, and then tomorrow do like a 10 to 4:30 or something like that. This arrival right here, Benjamin says, is from Oklahoma City on a 737-700. OKC. It's nice seeing our friend Hugh in Phoenix. Our friend from Oklahoma City, Hugh. Give a look at this Allegiant again. This is the first Allegiant Max 8 that I've personally seen and personally seen on the broadcast. Wheels crap, beach jet. Man, Wheels Up is flying everything. Aspen's a very cool approach. It's very cool. Caleb, we've done a live stream at Aspen. That's a lot of fun. I've never actually flown into Aspen. That's the only thing. That's why I couldn't say Aspen, because I've never actually flown into there. Kit Stahlberg, what's up? Nashville, they added a runway on the other side of the highway. Sure did. They have 4 runways. 2 of them are closed right now. What's up, Hans? How is Norway? Thank you so much for tuning in, and thanks everybody for subscribing and leaving a like. It's in the upper 30s right now. I hope it warms up in Memphis. I'm definitely going to be stopping by the hotel for that second pair of socks. I'll tell you that much, though. That is for shizzle. So there's the Prime Air facility, and there's some work being done on one of the taxiways. Thank you, Hans. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Southwest airline planes that I can see. So they're busy right now in these concourses. Am I a big fan of turbulence? Well, Caleb, even though I kind of know how turbulence forms and works, no, I am not a fan of turbulence. And we had 109 likes, Mattman says. Thank you so much, Mattman. Let's keep it going. Thank you, everybody. And don't forget to like the stream tonight. Even if you're not able to tune in, it certainly helps the channel. No, in fact, Caleb, my flight from Tucson to Dallas before I came to Memphis was awful. I would say there's maybe 15 to 20 minutes of the flight when there wasn't some form of turbulence. Yep, 3 hours back to Memphis. That's right, Kevin. You are correct. And you know, if I'm leaving, I might catch traffic, so we'll see. Maybe I'll eat here and then wait for traffic to like calm down. So I'll have to like book it. It was pretty bad, honestly, Caleb. I would say that it was the worst turbulence I've had ever flying. There's our departure runway for you new viewers. That is runway 2 right. I might have to do that, Kevin Kelly. Thanks for the recommendation. That's my second restaurant recommendation in Memphis. Southwest Airlines landing next. A lot of flex. That's true, 604 Lobos. Good call. They are building high-speed rail Las Vegas to Los Angeles, though. So that's a start, and then we'll see if it works. Benjamin says this is a Southwest 737-800 from Chicago O'Hare. And there's the wheels up, Little Beach. Yep, here we are, Uncle Plane Guy. Surprise, you know, going the extra mile for you guys. Love it. Southwest Max 8 from Tampa, right here, right now. And Nashville, by the way, is in Central Time Zone, FYI. That is the plan, Uncle Plane Guy. After this, I'll be driving back to Memphis. That is the plan, sir. I stayed up till about 11 last night and then went to bed. So tonight I'll stay up a little bit later, and hopefully my body will appreciate that I'm not doing a hard reset. Even though I like waking up early in the morning. Hey, there's that Learjet, Benjamin says. Sorry, I was looking at my phone real quick. See, this is great. There's only one runway really for arrivals, so it's a lot busier right now with the runway closures. Here's our next arrival. If you're just joining us, welcome into Pip's Planespotting Live. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Light winds out of the north, 604 Lobos, so the planes are landing into the wind right now. Just light winds, though, not too bad, especially 100 feet up. Here on top of the Hilton Nashville Airport. Gotcha, Uncle Plane Guy. Bummer. But our British Airways is scheduled to arrive in a little bit. It's United 800, 737-800 Chicago O'Hare. I think we'll probably get back, Kevin Kelly, to Memphis around 10 o'clock. I got to make a stop at the hotel, and then we'll be headed over there. Davo, what's up? Hello, hello. Welcome into Nashville. Thanks so much for tuning in. Episode 383. Thanks everybody for liking and subscribing. Uncle Plane Guy says British Airways is 11 minutes out. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Here's our MAX 8 from Sarasota, Florida. Sarasota, Florida's got a nice new plane spotting area, which is great. They recently completed it. British Airways will be flying today, Timothy, 777, but yeah, they'll rotate between 787 and 777. Get all these Southwest planes. Of course, uh-oh. Stand by, I got another battery. And we're back. So there's our Southwest arrival from Sarasota. If you're expecting someone from Southwest in Sarasota, they just landed. Caleb asked, what is my favorite plane spotting airport? You know, honestly, Chicago O'Hare, when they are arriving from the west, there's few things that can beat it. So I would say, and it's free to park there. Philadelphia American A320, Scott and Benjamin say. It'll probably be arrivals tonight, and then hopefully tomorrow, Uncle Plane Guy, arrivals and departures. Well, Tim, I gotta pay to park, man. So minus points to Phoenix. And it's also freaking hot, Tim. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna say San Diego. No, San Diego, Caleb. Number one. Even though I have to pay parking, still number one. An A220, a whale. We saw JetBlue flying their A220 earlier. There's an A2 Dirk LaGuardia.